everybody, it's Jim, KC5DOV. I want to show you a new project we're embarking on. We have pear trees, we have pears, therefore we are going to make pear wine. I ordered a wine starter kit from the wine and hop shop up in Racine, Wisconsin. The starter wine kit, 5 gallon, cost us 120 bucks. Shipping was crazy, but got everything we need. Basically, I'm going to show you what we have here. It comes with a 7.9 gallon food grade fermentation bucket. It's got a lot of information on the bucket for winemakers. You know, it shows you your volume in gallons versus liters, depending on your recipe, what country you're from. Also, warns you about letting little kids get around it. And over on the other side, it's got all the specific gravity conversion charts. So, you know, you can write when the batch started, the original gravity, the pitch temperature, and the fermentation temperature, and all that. Keeps it good. This is what you make the wine in. The wine, the fruit you use is called must. It goes into a bag as such, of course, nylon bag. You know, we will fill this bag with 20 pounds of mushed diced pears. We will seal it off. It will go into the fermentation bucket. And once it goes in the fermentation bucket, it sits there overnight. We put some camped-in tablets in it. This is very, very important. One of the most important, actually the second most important part. 1 tablet per gallon. You crush them up, put them in, just sprinkle it on top of the must and the water and the sugar. You know, there'll be 5 gallons of water, 20 pounds of pears, and 10 pounds of sugar or more, depending on what our hydrometer, we'll get to that in a minute, says. So 1 tablet per gallon. And we let that sit for 24 hours. That kills the natural yeast. If you don't, you may not get the fermentation from the wine yeast. Most important start is sanitation. You have to sanitize everything that touches that fruit. Bucket, carboy, hydrometer, stoppers, everything has to be sanitized. Now once it goes in here, after 24 hours, we open it up. We will put the acid blend, pectic enzyme, the yeast nutrient, and wine tannin. Tannin's important also. Some fruits, pears, apples, blueberries turn brown as they ferment. You don't want that. Old days, they put a piece of burnt oak in there with it. Put all this in there. Then the last thing you add is your yeast. And on this particular batch, I'm going to use Lavalin EC 1118. That's what they recommend for a sweet, dry pear wine. It will ferment for 5 to 7 days, hopefully. During that time, we'll have the little vapor lock on it. You can see the lid here, got a little black hole. This is for the vapor lock. It goes in. And as the wine ferments, this will be half full of water. You hear bloop, bloop. That's the gases escaping from the fermentation. If you don't let the gas escape, it might disflavor the wine. And if you don't have the valve on it, the oxygen will disflavor the wine. So oxygen is wine's enemy. After 5 to 7 days, when the fermentation is not blooping, but like once every 10 minutes, I will set this on the cabinet and siphon it into our 5 gallon glass carboy. How I will do that is they send a siphoning kit, 6 foot of hose, fill the bottles. It's even got a little valve on this. Put a bottle to make sure you don't get sediment from the bottom of this into your carboy. Once again, after that, stopper goes into the carboy, and we put the vapor lock back on here to keep the oxygen out. Plus, 99% of the fermentation should be stopped, but you might get an occasional bloop out of it, so we're not going to worry about that. 4 to 6 weeks later, we will rack the wine again using the sanitized kit into our bottles and grifter or growlers or whatever we want to put them in. So, a short little video on this. This is what we've got. We're going to start making wine here this week and check back in a few days. I will show you the hydrometer and all the other stuff we put into it. Until then, this is Jim, KC5DOV.